The fact that there have already been 5 no-hitters in the first half of the 2012 season, including 2 perfect games, suggests that this accomplishment is more common than it was in the past. This is evidenced by the fact that only 7 no-hitters were thrown from the years 2000 and 2006. Even if we do see them more frequently than in the past, being in attendance for a no-hitter is still something that you will never forget for as long as you live. Even if you do see them more frequently than in the past, being in attendance for a no-hitter is still something that you will never forget for as long as you live. Even if we do see them more often than in the past. However, no-hitters aren't the only thing that rarely happens in baseball. There are also a lot of single-game and single-season achievements that we almost never seen accomplished. So here we will talk about the most rarest plays in baseball. But before we continue, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to us now. Let's dive in. Number 10. Strikeout game. It's safe to say that striking out 20 batters in a single game is one of the most challenging achievements a pitcher can achieve. In the history of the major leagues, this feat has only been achieved by a handful of pitchers. Tom Cheney, while playing for the Washington Senators in 1962, recorded 21 strikeouts in a game that went into extra innings. However, only 2 players have ever reached 20 strikeouts in a game that lasted 9 innings, with Roger Clemens achieving this feat twice. Number 9. Unassisted triple play. The fact that second baseman Eric Bruntlett is the most recent player to complete an unassisted triple play may not make him a well-known name in the Major League Baseball, but he does hold the position of being the most recent player to accomplish this feat. On August 23, 2009, the game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets was won by the Phillies after their second baseman caught a line drive, advanced to second base and tagged out a runner to win the game. In the modern age of baseball, the move has only been completed 15 times, with only 6 of those occurrences occurring in the most recent 2 decades. Number 8. Triple Crown. 5 pitchers have accomplished the feat since the year 2000, including both Justin Verlander and Clayton Kershaw in the most recent season. This indicates that the difficulty level of the winning of the pitching Triple Crown is not quite on par with that of the hitting side. Carl Yastrzemski, a left fielder for the Boston Red Sox, was the last batter to reach this milestone. He did so when he batted 326 with a career-high 44 home runs and 121 RBI in 1967, which was enough to earn him almost valuable player accolades. Number 7. Hitting for the cycle. It's by no means common to hit for the cycle, but it isn't as rare as the other feats on this list, as 31 players have done so since 2005, with Scott Hairston representing the lone cycle in 2012, after he hit for it in April against the Colorado Rockies. Other feats on this list include hitting a home run, hitting a triple, hitting a double, and hitting a home run in the same game. Number 6. Stealing second, third, and home in one appearance. Since stealing home is extremely uncommon occurrence, it stands to reason that stealing home after simultaneously stealing second and third base would be an even more extraordinary feat. Before it was accomplished by Dee Gordon in July of the previous year against the Los Angeles Angels, this triple steal had only been accomplished 7 times since 1980. Dee Gordon was the 8th player in the baseball history to accomplish this feat. Number 5. 4 home run game. When Josh Hamilton went deep 4 times in a single game in the Major League last month, we all knew we were watching something unique because this feat has only been done 16 times in the history of the Major Leagues. Before that, the most recent player to accomplish this was Carlos Delgado, who did so 9 years ago while playing for the Toronto Blue Jays. During that time, he hit 4 home runs. Number 4. Shortstop doesn't touch ball. This has got to be one of the more obscure facts that the record keepers could possibly keep track of. But when you think about how frequently a ball is spread around the infield, it truly does seem amazing how often this happens. Toby Harris started at shortstop for the Texas Rangers in both the games of a doubleheader in June of the 1976, but he didn't touch the ball once. This was the only time that something like this had ever happened in the history of the baseball. Number 3. The Immaculate Inning. It's impossible not to be amazed while watching a pitcher strike out the side in a baseball game, since it's an excellent demonstration of how a pitcher can take control of a game. The elusive Immaculate Inning, which occurs when a pitcher retires all 3 batters in an inning while throwing only 9 pitches, is by far the most astounding feat in baseball. Since the year 2000, there have been 19 players who have accomplished this feat, with Juan Perez being the most recent to do so. Perez did so while playing for the Philadelphia Phillies in the most recent season. Number 2. A 40-40 season. In baseball, there are a lot of athletes out there with relentless power and a lot of other players with blistering speed on the base paths, as we watch day after day after day after day. Finding a player that possesses both skills together is an extremely unusual occurrence. Only 4 players in the history of the Major League Baseball have ever accomplished the feat of hitting 40 home runs and stealing 40 bases in a single season, with Alfonso Soriano being the most recent player to accomplish this feat with his 46 home run and 41 stolen base performance for the Washington Nationals in 2006. Number 1. Batting 400. Ted Williams will be remembered for many things he contributed to the game of the baseball, but his accomplishments in a single season in 1941 may be the item that sticks out the most in the people's mind. Williams was the final player to achieve this feat, which has been accomplished 13 times since 1900, but Williams was the last player to do so. He finished the season with a batting average of .401. Tony Gwynn's 1994 season was cut short due to a work stoppage, which resulted in him finishing the year with a batting average of .394. This was a missed opportunity for Gwynn, who finished the year with a batting average of .394. So, what do you think about this video? Is there anything we missed? Comment down below for further conversation about unusual occurrences in the baseball history, as well as other topics. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to us for more content like this. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.